Hot picks. Copy. I'll keep it tight on the flames. Yeah, Jimmy, go ahead. Go around it. Copy. You got that, Sarah? Copy. Standing by. Hot picks. Is that a drone? I'm zooming in on it right now. I think it is. Blinking green lights, see it? It's like 10 o'clock. I think it's a drone. Yeah. How does this look to you, Sorrow? Are they getting this under control? Okay. Copy, stand by. They're coming to me. Colleen, I was just talking about progress with my pilot up here in News Chopper 4 because he does fly for fire, and it looks to us like City Fire is making significant progress on one side of the fire, on the west flank here where I'm zooming out. That's where the City Fire helicopters that the fire official just now called their workhorses, that's where they have been concentrating most of their water drops. I haven't seen a single water drop on the eastern flank of this fire. As I pan the camera to the right, you can see the difference here. It's still burning out of control to the east. But it looks like they're attacking this systematically. They're starting on the west side. They're running their helicopters over this ridge over and over. And I imagine that's because when we first got on scene and we reported this was exploding in size, embers were flying through the air and it was moving quickly over this ridge. I imagine they're starting here because look at these flashing lights. Look at these blue lights on right here. This is where the homes are closest to the fire. And there's still a hot spot here that's burning. Look at those embers flying through the air. Somebody who came on for a live interview made the point earlier, all it takes is one ember to spark a destructive fire. It is good to see, though, that most of the homeowners here, most of the residents have left at this point. We're seeing a few more cars. Officers were going door to door. You saw that live footage earlier. LAPD officers knocking on doors, going in, telling residents it was time to go. As they were doing that, fire trucks were coming up the hill. So this ground firefight started as the aerial firefight was already underway. And as I go wider here, we've been talking about the traffic backup in the Hollywood area with everybody trying to get out. There are not that many routes out of Nichols Canyon. So this backup along Franklin Avenue, Hollywood Boulevard, Sunset Boulevard to the south, this is significant. I mean, this comes at a time of day where we have rush hour traffic anyway on a weekday. And if you look south with me, look at that smoke. This is blanketing parts of LA that were already affected by smoke from the west, the Palisades fire that we were covering when we spotted this, and smoke from the east, Altadena, the fire that we were over just a couple hours ago. Like we said earlier, nobody in LA is untouched by what is happening right now, and this is going to continue, even though one part of this fire now appears to be under control. Copy. Standing by for live pics. Hot pics. Copy. Oh, we got county fire. This is county fire. Colson? Okay. Who do they fly for? Are they contractors? Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, why there? Maybe to stop it from spreading north. Copy. Live pics. Thank you. Where do you think is the most strategic place to do a water drop right now? On the south side of this? Okay. Okay. The heel meaning back here? Okay. The south side, right? The heel. Yeah, right here where it's burning the most. Okay. And that's going to be the part that's, I think, closest to homes. Yeah. Is somebody coming down on a scooter? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on one sec, Sarah. Can they get water from Lake Hollywood, Sarah? Okay. City fire and county fire can, right? City fire can. Mountain Lee. Okay. Hey, got you loud and clear. Go ahead. Let me take a look. Do you have an address? Yeah, I think this is it. Right here. Hey, Sarah, can we do a quick orbit? Apparently there's a house on fire. Are you seeing anything? I don't know if it's on this side. Blue lights at the base. Do you know if it's on the east side or the west side? We got nothing on the west side. Hey, how are we on fuel? We got 20 minutes on station. 20 minutes. We're looking. We got nothing on the west side. We're going to try the east side of the fire. Front porch. Little fire, front porch. We got a palm tree on fire here. It looks like it jumped the trail. No, that's what I was just shooting. Those are palm trees. Yeah. You want to do a quick orbit? Let's take a look around. Yeah, thanks. Here we go. You guys, it's North Vista. It's quite a ways from the heel of the fire. Embers must have jumped at least 2 blocks. You got it. Give me 1 sec. There you go. Map should be up. I don't know if this map is accurate. It's coming up as Franklin Avenue. Copy. Live. I'll stand this. Yeah, the map's not accurate. It's North Sierra Bonita and Hillside Avenue. They got it out. Yeah, Jonathan, flames are flaring up again. Look at this. This house looks to be on the corner of North Sierra Bonita Avenue and Franklin Avenue. It looks like embers must have jumped at least 2 blocks from the southernmost flank of this fire, and it sparked up near the front porch. They got it out quickly, and then it just flared up again. I'm going to keep the camera on this as I zoom out wide and show you the progress that's being made. It is incredible the difference it makes when the fire department is able to launch their helicopters and attack these fires from above. They've been flying at least 3 city fire department helicopters, 1 from the county fire department, over this over and over again. I've lost count of how many water drops we've seen. I see a helicopter right now with the night sunlight over the south flank of this fire, probably preparing to do another water drop. Colleen noted earlier how this fire is being blown to the west. It makes sense. They've been attacking the western side of this fire, the west flank. On the east side a couple minutes ago, we showed you how it's still burning out of control, and that's where the spread appears to be right now. The south part of this fire and the east flank. This home Let me zoom back in here and take a look. It looks like they got it knocked down, but it's just terrifying. These embers can jump that far. This was 2 blocks from the heel of the fire. So you're understanding now why this evacuation zone is as broad as it is and why they're expanding it right now to the west. If you follow my camera, I'm going to pan this to the right. This is looking to the south now. Look at this traffic. Look at this. And firefighters are still trying to get in. They're fighting this from the ground as well as people are trying to get out. Incredibly, and we have seen this in every fire we've covered today, incredibly, there are people trying to go up the hill as well. I'm guessing people trying to go back home to maybe rescue pets, grab important documents, try and secure their valuables. There is no time for that. My phone keeps on going off in the helicopter. I know my colleagues in the NBC4 newsroom have mentioned as well, they're getting alerts over and over. They're coming from the city fire department. It started with an evacuation warning, and then right 90% of the time you get those, it turns into an order. Sure enough, within 10 minutes, I got that alert on my phone, and then another one came by warning more people about potential evacuation orders. So even though this looks to be under control now, this looks more hopeful than what we were looking at about an hour ago. These embers, these flames can jump far and they can jump fast. So if you're under that order, it is time to get out. "49 birds, oh my goodness. How are we doing with time, Sarah? We got another 15 minutes on station. Will do. I'll keep the camera on this if we have to fly away. I'll stay on this. Tom Winter just followed me on Twitter. Breaking. No, nothing. I is a correspondent. He's a network correspondent. The last time I got excited about a notification like that, it was a spam account. I was like, darn. I think so. Oh, this is the sketch artist. What, the drop? Hey, how are we on fuel? How many minutes? How many minutes? How many minutes, Sarah? Do you want me to just tell them 10 minutes? 10 minutes, you guys. We got 10 minutes. Hey guys, I'm gonna zoom in on the 1827 North Sierra Bonita house. It's the one where the front porch was on fire earlier. I think it's out. We're gonna turn in orbit, see if we can. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take a peek from a different angle. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this flares up again. Yeah, thank you, Dusk. We got 10 minutes. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, desk, will do. I'll keep the shot as we fly off later. We got just under 10 minutes left. Got to be out of here at 7:30. Colleen, this firefight is still underway. You saw that helicopter, that LAFD helicopter that just did a water drop here, and that was on a different flank of the fire. That was on the southern flank. Earlier, we were talking about how most of that aerial firefight was concentrated on the western portion of this fire. A lot of that has now been knocked down, but the latest we're hearing right now, we're listening to scanner traffic, we're getting alerts on our phone, and of course, we're watching what's happening out the helicopter window. There's a home here that's being evacuated because it's being threatened by this fire. You can see the heel of the fire here, the southernmost portion of it is just creeping down the hill, and it appears to be a home at the corner of Hillside Avenue and Sierra Bonita Avenue here. I think it was the one where the front porch was flaring up when I talked to you about 10 minutes ago. Fire is out for now. The ground crews have moved away. I think they're congregating around the corner now over on Curson Avenue. But again, anybody in this area, anybody who's thinking about coming back to grab things from their homes, that is not a good idea. We're seeing people scramble to get out. Somebody was coming down the hill on an electric scooter earlier. We've seen people running down the hill. A lot of people driving out. Fortunately, we did not see the apocalyptic scenes we saw yesterday on Pacific Coast Highway, where people were abandoning their vehicles and just running through clouds of smoke. They were forced to get out in such a rush yesterday. You know, people left their blinkers on. They left bags of groceries in their cars. They were in the middle of their day when it happened. So this firefight tonight, this one in the Hollywood Hills, this really is like day and night. I mean, we have aerial firefighting resources now. The winds are nowhere near as bad, and we can feel the difference up in News Chopper 4 between wind conditions just a couple hours ago over the Palisades fire and tonight over Hollywood. You can probably tell from our picture, too, as I zoom in on some of these trees, this dry brush that's burning. Look at these palm trees I'm going to zoom in on. They're not flapping in the wind quite the same way as what we saw over in Altadena and over in the Palisades earlier, but these embers are still flying. All it takes is one, and these embers can fly miles through the air. So it's not unheard of for this to jump 2 or 3 blocks down to that home on Sierra Bonita that was at the center of a frantic firefight. Thank goodness there were already fire resources on scene, on the ground and in the air. LAFD calling their helicopters, their workhorses. Thank goodness they can launch tonight. And we are watching this from upstairs, just west of this fire, because fortunately we can now fly. We are no longer grounded by the extreme historic winds that spread the other fires we've been covering. So it looks to me like this is under control for now, but we're still waiting for an update on acreage and containment. Yeah. We're still seeing the aerial attack here. The frequency of the water drops from the firefighting helicopters, it seems to have lessened just a bit. But as I zoom out, you can see some of those spotlights. Those are the night sunlights from these LAFD and LA County firefighter helicopters. So we're not seeing anything right now, but I bet you if we could stay on station for a little bit longer and hold this shot, we would see additional water drops. One thing I do want to note, we don't know anything about the cause of this fire just yet, but we did see what looked like a drone flying very close to the fire. It was on the western flank over here about 10 minutes ago. So I don't know if that's an LAFD drone. I don't know if that's part of their firefighting strategy or perhaps part of their investigation into what sparked this. But we're going to try and track down that footage and of course confirm what started this 10-acre Sunset fire. Okay, we are headed back to Whiteman. I'm going to hold this shot for as long as I can. Copy that. Thank you. We'll be back up in a bit. Will do. Jamie, thank you. We'll hold the shot. We got another water drop. Okay, for shot. Thank you.